In this video today, you'll learn how to build healthy lifestyle habits that actually last. Right, at 18, I became very close to suicide. But by 19, I had completely changed the way I live, building healthy habits. As a result, I felt the impact of well-being and it changed my life forever. People were speaking to me about the changes they wanted to make, but they never seemed to stick it out. As I became a coach, I began to realize the problems that people have with well-being overall. Here are 3 of the most important lessons that I learned on how to make healthy lifestyle changes stick. So the first one is to go all in. Something I realized in building a successful healthy lifestyle is that too many people focus on the micro rather than the macro. Now, I'm not talking here about micro and macro nutrients. They focus on eating a little bit more protein, losing a little bit of weight, gaining some muscle. The big problem is these strategies don't create enough positive energy to hook them in. Right? What you need to do is create that well-being feeling. If you change enough with your habits, you'll feel massively different to the level you'll be hooked on well-being as opposed to on a healthy lifestyle. You'll realize that well-being is the filter for which you experience this life, and there's nothing better that you can attain from life. The first thing you need to do is remove all destructive habits. Something I learned is that absence is easier than moderation at first. Right? It's better to start with a detox because it gives you that well-being feeling faster, so you'll become careful about everything that you reintroduce. For example, I went 100% vegan. This forced me to cook and to restructure my whole diet. I began learning about plant-based nutrition. These days I'm a little more flexible. I can have a small portion of animal product each day, but I make sure it comes from a quality source, and I've got plant-based nutrients around that. The second thing you need to focus on is holistic well-being. That means physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. With this approach, you don't just want to hit the gym a couple of hours multiple times a week like people often tell you to. People do that when they're motivated to change their health. But it doesn't create fulfillment and it doesn't create balance most of the time. Instead, develop some habits that improve physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Make well-being the most important part of your daily outcome. Finally, you need to aim to have balance in your life overall. If you are sick with £1 million, you are just sick with style. Being poor with well-being is better. Now, I'm not saying don't become rich here. I'm saying don't sacrifice your well-being for anything. Sometimes the ego can destroy people's desire to create balance. They want to appear as the best at something, so they go all in at the expense of the things that are really more important to them. This is why so many successful quote-unquote people kill themselves. Being well physically and emotionally has to become your priority, has to become your success. Create success on the inside. Step number 2 is to commit for life. Okay, so you've got the habits in place. You've got that well-being feeling. Now, how can you make sure that's really there to stay? Well, first of all, you want to make sure that the people you love know that this is your new way of living. Own it, right? Don't be scared to say no or appear boring to them. For they don't live with your body and mind. You're the only one who lives with the consequences. So be mindful of who you surround yourself with. Some won't accept it. You also need to find role models as well that inspire you further. Keep learning and taking in positive things. This will fuel your journey and allow you to become more resourceful. This also helps to balance out the negativity in the world. Les Brown, a motivational speaker, said that it takes 3 positives to kill every negative, and recommended taking in 30 minutes every day of positive input through reading, through audio, through whatever, right? I have lived by this personally. Finally, I would recommend spreading that positivity to others. Encourage others without judgment. This will reinforce your new identity and ensure that you are fully locked in. Step number 3 is to design it on your own terms. Once you've detoxed and you're in a place of well-being with no urge to go back to your old ways, you can begin to moderate and optimize and design it how you want it to create more fulfillment. Right? Most personal trainers will tell you that you need to do things their way. Many are left living their life with sore muscles, walking funny, and tracking every single calorie. Scrap that and find your own way. Exercise doesn't have to be one long boring workout, right? It could be going out for walks, runs, stretching, calisthenics, cycling, martial arts, gymnastics, parkour, whatever you enjoy. It doesn't have to be a concentrated session either. It could be little bouts throughout the day. This keeps you feeling your best and enjoying the process. You don't have to eat chicken and rice either. You don't have to skip burgers on Saturday nights. As long as you make sure that at least 70% of your intake comes from whole nutritious foods, you can make what you enjoy. And you can even enjoy sugary treats as well. Personally, I wait until the evening to avoid sugary crashes throughout the day. Go on hikes, go on adventures, do extreme activities, make it fun. Find a way to exercise while learning, while listening to your favorite music or podcast. You can test recommendations from others. Find the best ways to fit well-being into your life. There are many different ways, different supplements, different diet types, different meditations, etc. Learn, test, and choose what feels right to you. Thanks for watching this video today. If you're ready to make positive changes in your life, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more content.